What's up guys, S20 and today we are going to be talking tech with TechPhD, otherwise known as Johannes. So, hello.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Johannes from TechPhD. Thanks for having me on the channel, man.
The pleasure's all mine. So today we are going to be asking Johannes some questions about tech, just casually talking about latest tech news and what he thinks about the future of tech. So question number one, what do you think about folding phones? Are they going to get anywhere?
You know, the thing is, I actually talked about this with a friend a couple of days ago. Folding phones, people think are the future. And I think, okay, folding phones are there right now, but we can't really give a verdict on them until they become more accessible to the general public. Because if you spend almost $2,000 on the phone, you're not going to want to say anything bad about it. You're not going to want to criticize the phone. And you're going to try to justify every little imperfection it has. So I think we need to wait. We need to wait for folding phones to become more mainstream, for them to have $600, $700 folding phones that almost everyone can afford, and then we'll be able to give a verdict on, are folding phones actually worth it or not.
Yeah, because these days, as Galaxy Fold, the Galaxy Z Flip, the new Galaxy Fold, those are quite premium priced phones, and for the people that don't have the budget, they don't really know how it feels to have that type of phone, so it's not accessible to everyone, like you just said.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your favorite folding phone from what we have right now?
Right now, my favorite folding phone is, now this is gonna sound very unoriginal, but it's the Galaxy Z Fold 2. And the main reason being that I love the color, first of all, the Mystic Bronze. And I'm a fan of the book folding, the way it folds like a book. You have a phone and then it opens. It opens up into a tablet. I don't really understand the what's it called? I don't really understand the benefit of the Z Flip, because you have a phone and you're making it smaller. Like, my pockets are big enough for a normal sized phone, so I don't really want that. And what's yours?
Oh, mine, sorry. So mine is probably going to have to be the Z Fold 2 as well, just because of, once again, the color is absolutely amazing. I like the matte finish. And also, they've definitely improved the hinge feeling. I went into a Samsung store the other day and felt the hinge. It feels really, really nice altogether. But once again, like you said, they have to make it available for all the different types of price range and everything, so everyone has the accessibility to use the phone. So at the time of making this video, the iPhone 12 hasn't been announced yet. What can you expect from the iPhone 12?
With the iPhone 12, we had a couple of rumors and leaks earlier in the year. We heard about 120 hertz, we heard about a smaller notch, and so on. But apparently, a lot of those rumors have been proven to be wrong. So right now, I think what we're gonna have is maybe 120 hertz on the Pro displays, because I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I actually checked into that, so I'm not sure if we're getting 60 or 120 hertz on the Pro models. But I heard we're gonna get a smaller decrease in battery because of 5G, probably. So yeah, smaller batteries because of 5G. The notch remains the same size, and the form factor becomes more squarish or more boxy than the normal, than the iPhone form factor we're used to. So they're going more to the iPhone 4 or the 5S type of form factor. And
Overall, do you like the new type of design they're going with, the nice boxy design, or do you rather prefer the old version?
Honestly, I actually prefer the boxy design, because I like boxy phones. I currently use a Galaxy Note 9, and it's very squarish, or rectangular rather, and I feel like it's it feels really good in the hand. Yes, it might actually poke your hand a bit when holding from the bottom, but it makes the phone look very interesting. Perhaps we've gotten used to the curved edges or the curved corners on phones, and a boxy design is just what we need to refresh our tastes, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I have used the Galaxy Note 9 as well. I really like the boxy feel. And I was quite young, but I do remember the iPhone 4's very boxy design, iPhone 4, iPhone 5. So honestly, I think Apple would be doing good if they did have the boxy
Oh
design.
yeah.
Yeah, and the 120 hertz, that's definitely something Apple will have to think about because their competitors, Samsung, OnePlus, they all have that high refresh rate display. Everyone is also talking about high refresh rate displays. So if they don't add it for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure that the consumers are going to be disappointed.
Oh yeah. And the problem is I think um Apple already has a high refresh rate display on the iPad Pros. So I
Yeah.
wonder what the problem is, why they can't, implement that on the normal iPhones. Is it because the iPhones are using OLED or is it because they're smaller? Like we already have high refresh rates on the iPad Pros. So just put it on the iPhones and like increase the user experience of the consumers.
Yeah, I mean, it should all really be towards the consumer, isn't it? It
Yeah.
shouldn't be. Well, I guess they do have a point because I did hear a rumor about, like, of course, high refresh rates do decrease battery life
Hmm.
but quite significantly. And Apple does have, like, a good reputation with their iPhone 11 models with good battery life. So that's something to think about, but overall, I would prefer the high refresh rate.
Oh yeah. Same here.
Okay, so next question. This question really hurts every single tech reviewer that I've asked, but is it Samsung or is it Apple? And your reason?
Um well, I have to say Samsung for me personally because I'm kind of into the whole Samsung ecosystem. I have a Gear S3 Frontier, I have Galaxy Buds, I use a Samsung smartphone. And the main reason is just because I'm more of a fan of would I say I just like how like what Samsung is going for, or I used to like what they were going for until they became kind of confused recently. But Samsung used to stand for
Yeah,
this, cutting edge technology, always on the bleeding edge. They always have the newest tech. They always have the most beautiful designs and so on and so forth. I'm an Android guy,
yeah,
and I think on the Android side of things, aside from Google, Samsung has the best ecosystem. They have them like they have the best earbuds. They have the best smartphones. They have the best laptops. Like on the Android side of things. So if I was to
yeah,
choose on this market, because going into Android versus iOS is an entirely different topic. I just prefer Android. I'm an Android type of person. So I don't really have much of a choice. I've got Samsung, I've got
yeah,
Google, I've got OnePlus, probably. Huawei is out of the question. So I just go for
yeah,
Samsung, yeah, because their smartphones look really cool. And oh, I love One UI. It's like really feature packed. So yeah, why not? Samsung.
yeah, yeah. That kind of links to our second question. As you said, Samsung have got quite confused. What do you think about them releasing another S20 in the form of the S20 FE?
I feel like I like the S20 FE as a phone, but I think they don't really understand the concept of a fan edition. Like they don't really understand the concept of an FE because
Yeah,
they feel like they're producing, this smartphone for the fans or for the consumers and, they're making it affordable. You get flagship features at an affordable price. Then why would they go and release the Note 20, which was basically $1,000
yeah,
mid-range phone? So if
yeah,
they knew they were going to release the S20 FE, they could have just completely scrapped the Note 20, or they could have made the Note 20 the Note 20 FE or something like that. They're releasing way too many phones. They're
yeah,
oversaturating the market. The smartphones aren't making sense anymore. I like the S20 FE. I love everything about it. I like what it stands for. I don't like when it came out because this is what we're in October already. And the S20 lineup was released in
yeah.
February, you know? So what exactly are they going for? Who exactly are they trying to target with, this line of devices?
Yeah, I guess when you think of the pricing Samsung has put with the S20 FE, you look at the iPhone 11
Mm-hmm.
because the original S20 was quite expensive at £1,000 or $1,000. So I think they are trying to compete with iPhone 11 like by itself,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think it was quite late. If they wanted to like do it like you said, scrap the Note 20, just keep one Note phone as everyone has
Mm-hmm.
how they've done before, and maybe release the like as the Note 20 FE, like you did say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, now a bit. This is like considered tech, but I guess this is going to be the last question of the day. What do you think of Teslas, like electric cars in like by themselves. What do you think of Teslas by themselves?
I think a Tesla. I was talking about this. I was speaking about this to a friend, and I was saying that Teslas are like the uniform of tech reviewers. If you're a big tech YouTuber, you need to have a Tesla.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
I'm in love with Teslas. Honestly, like I personally want to get a Roadster one of these days, sometime in the future, hopefully. I think
yeah,
electric cars are the future. And not even talking from an environmental point of view, but yeah, electric cars are good for the environment because, we have renewable sources of energy. So we can generate electricity from renewable sources, and we're not burning any fossil fuels. So like it's good for the ozone layer and so on and so forth. And they just look cool. Teslas are really beautiful. The
yeah,
Porsche Taycan is a really
yeah.
beautiful electric car as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
Marquez did a video on okay, not a full video, but on Twitter he talked about was it a Volkswagen? So I think Volkswagen also have an electric car. And the design is really cool. I love the aesthetic of electric cars. I love the fact that they're actually really silent, like they don't make a lot of noise, and they just feel
Yeah.
really futuristic. So yeah, I feel like Teslas are awesome. Electric cars are the way forward, and I would really love to get one.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like you said, all high-end tech reviewers definitely have Teslas. I definitely agree with that. And Teslas are definitely going to be the way forward. Everyone does talk a lot about climate change these days,
Mm-hmm.
carbon dioxide destroying the layers. I definitely think electric cars are going to be the way to go. However, like we said with the question from before, they need to be accessible to more people. The
Yeah.
prices of Teslas are really, really
Mm-hmm.
high. I was recently looking. I'm 13. I'm not buying a car yet, but I did go on the Tesla website and see the Tesla Model X started at about £90,000, which is like a lot. This especially for like the normal middle class we have. That's definitely a lot for people that need a car, but also want to head into the future.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So, like you said, they need to be more accessible. So I feel like over time, hopefully, the prices are gonna drop as more people, show interest in electric cars. And when it's more accessible to people, they actually see that, oh, this is a viable solution. Another thing I love about Teslas is the, supercharger network. So they make it easier for you to like, fuel up your car. They give you less excuses to not have one. All they need to do now is
Yeah.
make an affordable version. Make a Tesla of that's less than $30,000. Make a Tesla of like 20 something, $20,000, and just put it in a range where a lot more people can access this, and we're golden.
Yeah, definitely, because the supercharging is definitely a huge benefit for anyone that does own a Tesla. But I do live in the United Kingdom. The Tesla superchargers are quite limited. If you do run low on battery and you live in an area where you cannot plug into your house, there is quite a journey to make. But however, like you said, Teslas their price needs to drop, accessible to more people, and Tesla will definitely see a growth like
Oh
that.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, do you have any questions for me?
Um, Actually, we just met not too long ago, and I wanted to ask, not it's not really a tech related question, but it's more like a personal question. When did you start
Yeah.
YouTube? When did you start talking about tech on YouTube?
I started, believe it or not, when you started, August 2019. I watched a lot of Marquez
Mm-hmm.
Brownlee, Dave 2D, Unbox Therapy, and then I really got inspired by Marquez's story, how he started at a young age
Mm-hmm.
and he's grown to a lot. So I thought maybe I could do the same. I started finding whatever gadgets I had in my house, started reviewing them,
Mm-hmm.
all the birthday presents I got, unboxing, everything like that. And slowly, slowly, I'm going to keep trying to make videos like these and help everyone who needs product reviews.
Wow, that is really awesome. I had no idea we started around the same time. I checked out a couple of your videos, and you're doing really, really well, man. I mean, you said you were 13, yeah?
Yeah, I'm 13.
I cannot believe that. I honestly thought you were like, what, maybe 20, like me? But yeah, but wow, at 13, you're doing an awesome job, man. And I really want you to like keep at it. And you're gonna blow. You're gonna become a huge personality.
Thank you, man. I've been watching your videos as well, and question to you. Why did you start YouTube?
The thing is, I got interested in tech after I started watching, the reviewers you talked about, Marquez Brownlee, Mr. Who's the Boss, Dave 2D, and I just started wanting to know more and more. And at a point, I felt like, oh wait, I could probably do this. And initially, because I'm a medical student right now, and I thought, oh, I'd probably have to finish med school and then, go back to my country or go to another country because I have plans on emigrating to Canada. And I thought, okay, probably when I get over there and I have a stable job and I can start. But one weekend I was just, by myself and I was thinking, and I got a tripod and I'm like, all right, I should probably start right now, give myself a head start. I know my first 100 videos are going to be terrible, but it's better than nothing, Yeah, and we started and we've been growing from there. So it's been a really fun ride so far.
Yeah, I literally just searched the Samsung ecosystem on YouTube and I came across your video and I really enjoyed. So I deeped in, I went, I saw all your videos, and then I thought, I think I should collab with this guy, and then we started talking, and here's the video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is
Probably there's going to be more collabs with us too in the future. Let's see what we can do.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So that's been it, guys. This has been Johannes from TechPhD. Any final message?
No, not really. Thank you so much for having me, and you guys should definitely, keep watching his channel. Saif is an amazing, amazing young man. And yeah, I look forward to, talking to you more and collabing with you in the future.
So TechPhD, the channel will be linked in the description. Make sure to subscribe and watch his videos. His videos are also really amazing. So this has been Saf Ashraf. I'm here with Johannes. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe.